in the US, bro.
What's that?
In the US, it's okay to kiss, no?
Yeah, it is.
It's not okay in the Philippines because our ancestors believe.
You know, Mary is one. Is she something else? You know, the fact that Brandon has no idea that technically, well, not technically, that, well, he had to ask permission from her grandparents whether or not he can kiss Mary or not before kissing her. But Mary never told him this. So right now, he's doing his damn thing. But Big Bro now is stepping in and letting you know that, hey, guess what? In America, yes. In Philippines, well...
Lips.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Like the kissing. It's not okay for now.
This is probably the one time and the only time that I generally feel some kind of upsetness for Brandon because he has been blindsided. But the maddest thing about it is that this is just the beginning of the blindside he's about to walk into. Now he's in the Philippines with his Mary, that we all know is now married to in real life. Hey, that is whatever on it. But we continue.
You need first to ask permission to give you blessing to do that. Okay, you understand?
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, is it okay if I kiss your sister?
Bro, you're not understanding. You're not listening to what he's trying to tell you. But again, this is all Mary's doing.
For me, it's okay. But for our grandparents, you will ask permission first.
Okay. Thank you. I understand that. I'll make sure to ask them for their permission.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, buddy, you can ask you the permission all you like, but I think it's a little bit too late. Well, in case you haven't done it just yet, ladies and gentlemen, please do make sure you start off by hitting that subscribe button. Also, like the video, please, to help us grow with the YouTube algorithm, and comment as well. With that being said, let's get back into this crazy storyline where Brandon is now finding for the first time that his lips were never supposed to be around Mary's lips until he met the grandparents and got permission, or should I say, they got permission. Damn.
I think that I deserve to be able to kiss her without asking for permission, but I guess their culture is a lot different than I was expecting. And I just wish that Mary would have told me beforehand so I was more prepared.
I mean, honestly, we all wish that Mary had told you so you'd be more prepared to act right. But to be honest, if it's me, if I've just walked in for if I just flew in, got off, I've kissed you, and I found out that I wasn't supposed to kiss you because you didn't tell me. To be honest with you, I'd be thinking real quick, I wonder what else you haven't told me. Because this is quite crucial information to tell me. So the fact that you didn't tell me, I want to know what else you haven't told me. That's what I'd be thinking at this moment in time. But at least I would like to think that I'd be thinking that at the time. Maybe I wouldn't be because, of course, you've been talking to her for flipping God knows how long. And you just landed. You've seen her for the first time. She looks so good in your eyes because da-da-da-da. Of course, you want to be all up in her grill. But to be fair, maybe that wouldn't process in your mind. Let me be realistic real quick. Because in this situation, I guess maybe it'd be hard to think about those kind of things. But I think once I've processed it, then I'll be like, okay, what else haven't you told me?
Pagkitain ni Miri.
She's asking what we're doing when we first met on the airport.
Oh,
This is the most peak part of it all, was now Mary wants him to lie. It's crazy because the first time he meets her parents, he doesn't really want to tell a lie. Obviously not. But the way Mary is just like,
I feel so nervous. What if Brandon will tell my grandpa about the kissing and my grandpa will get mad? If my lolo feels disrespected by Brandon now,
whoa, let's slow it down real quick. No. You can't say if he feels disrespected by Brandon. If he does feel disrespected by Brandon, whose fault is it? The only person that has disrespected your grandpa is you, because you didn't tell Brandon. So it's kind of sad that the backlash, the ricochet, whatever you want to call it, is going to be on Brandon. They're going to think that he's an American who's come in, who's entitled, and thought he can do whatever the hell he wants because he's an American. When in reality, it was their little granddaughter who didn't tell him the rule or the coach or how things are supposed to be. But you know what's so crazy though? Do you know what's so crazy? Let me show you. Now we're gonna rewind to what happened before we got to these events, if you dig what I'm saying.
before having sex, I want to wait for marriage. Because that's what my grandparents told me, and that's our religious beliefs.
Tell me, who believes that she's going to wait for marriage? She's already broken the first rule within a space of like seconds. Who believes that she's going to really be respectful? Because being respectful, it doesn't seem to be one of her best traits so far.
But also, it's normal for a Filipino culture to ask the parents' permission before holding hands or kiss.
Well, I mean, listen. You're supposed to ask permission to hold hands and kiss. And I also believe you're also meant to potentially ask permission to also cuddle, but I don't know about that one 100%. But kissing and hands, permission. You saw how close they were in that taxi. The hold hands already happening. The kissing was already happening. It wasn't until Big Bro had to basically say, hey, Brandon, you shouldn't be doing this. The crazy thing about it is that Bro thought that Brandon already knew. He had no idea. Because your sis didn't tell him. And I understand why she didn't tell him. I don't agree with the reasons because it's lying to your partner, or at least, no, because it's blindsiding your partner. But she didn't want to tell him because when she met him, she just wanted their first kiss and the first moment holding hands to be as organic as possible. She didn't want that moment taken away from her, so therefore she wanted to be selfish so she could have that moment that she always wanted, which I completely understand and I completely respect. But I think, but at the same time, you should have still told, because at least when he would have walked into that situation, he could have also had the same option as you to make the choice. Should I be respectful to the culture, or should we just, do what we want to do right now? And to be fair, that would have been a good judgment of his character, if you ask me. Then I would have been able to identify whether or not he's someone that's going to respect your family or someone that's not going to give a damn. So the fact that you didn't even test that is problematic, because all you were still was thinking about yourself, which again, I do understand, but it wasn't fair on Brandon. And again, I'm really, really feeling sick right now. I want to throw up because I'm sitting here defending Brandon. Boy, I'm going to the toilet after this, man. But anyway, let's continue.
Even though my grandfather and my brother told me that I'm not allowed to kiss him, I don't care about it anymore because I want to and I need to.
And like I said before, I can completely respect that, man. And you know what? When these two were kissing, they were getting it down. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if nobody was around, these two would have gone boom. You know what I mean? Forget marriage. But at the same time, maybe it explains why maybe they got married so quick. Because from what I understand, these two may have got married like as soon as possible. But either way, though, my biggest issue with this scene here, my biggest issue is that she did not give Brandon the chance to make the choice of his own, whether or not he was going to be disrespectful to your culture or whether or not he was going to be respectful to your culture. You did not give him that, which is not a good thing whatsoever. But at the same time, though, Brandon now, everything's happened. Hopefully he's in that mindset where he's thinking to himself, okay, what other red flags? Well, no, what else have you kept for me? But you know what the maddest thing is, though? It doesn't even matter even if we know that she's kept things from him. It doesn't even matter what he finds out. He's not going to leave her, is he? This man has spent, I think it was about 50K on building their home. He's now flew all the way over there. He's not going to just give it all up just like that. Of course he's going to forgive her. Of course he's going to give her chances. But the saddest thing about it is that their relationship is just going to become even more... I can't let go of you. You can't speak to no one. Stop looking at that. Stop looking at the goat. I know you fancy the goat. I mean, listen, come on. Right now, their relationship is so obsessive that I wouldn't be surprised if next thing you know, she's getting jealous of him talking to her friends. She's getting jealous of him talking to animals. You know what I mean? And at the same time, he's getting jealous of her doing the same goddamn thing. Oh, boy. Their relationship has got me out of breath. But with that being said, let me know what you're thinking down below and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, sub, and of course, peace.